Henny misses a sitter, and no way will pay the price. There you go, Henny. That's more like it.
Oh, Vince, he might miss the easy one, but he certainly hits the hard ones, doesn't he? Heroic Henny! He's still going, Vince!
Fala galera, beleza? Sejam bem-vindos a mais um vídeo. E no vídeo de hoje é os highlights, são os melhores momentos das partidas profissionais de CS. Caso você curte esse quadro aqui no canal, não se esqueça, se inscreve aqui no canal, sua inscrição é muito importante para a evolução do mesmo aqui na plataforma. Seu like mostra pro YouTube que você curte demais esse estilo de conteúdo, fechou? Deixa de enrolação e vamos pro que importa, são os melhores momentos.
They're teasing towards middle. Phelps has crouched down from underpass and got up with the entry, Vince. Decency beheads the opening player and shuts down, causing a bit of commotion towards the A site. Meanwhile, they wait to bombard down on B. Buddha's here with the dualies, and he will strike against one.
Oh man, that van angle with the dualies is kind of tailor-made for these weapons. It's so deadly up close. As you see firsthand, the splattering of blood against the wall. Now, Phelps trying to make moves round the back of the CTs. And this position affords them safe passage through jungle. They may not realize it, but the player up close and with the other dualies is going to be Martinez, but he's instantly dealt and sent packing by Henny. That will afford them the bomb plant and a 3-on-2 retake.
Halfway tick now, and they don't fancy this. They don't like their odds in a situation like this. Trying to get away towards top mid does not work for Buddha. He's taken down. DGT tries to hold his ground. Does succeed at least in the 1v1.
Something to play with here. But Imperial kicking things off on their T side is great. That will be relayed. Smoke's now going to clear. The timing was nearly so bad for the T. Jumping across, it's going to be a one-and-done spot on the side of DGT. Couldn't quite transfer in time, and now his teammates are falling all around him. Martinez, who's already landed one shot, missing out on the second opportunity. It was a tough flick for him to connect with. Absolute devastation on the site. A 2-for-2 trade. As although Imperial came in, they've by and large dethroned most of these CTs. It was a low investment round. They had to save 5-7. They've got another kill coming in, a max at point blank range with that USP, nearly dicing through more players. Decency in the meanwhile, though, has perched himself up into CT side. Henny is a few bullets away from death of the Deagle or the USP. This is getting a little bit scary now, Jack.
It really is. They at least shut down one. Things get a bit iffy when DGT pulls off the flank, takes 2 bullets rather than a first to the head for Decency to go down. But Henny, he's still alive. 30 HP in a dream. AK upgrade for DGT. The angle is being watched. Henny's ready for the peak. Bit of a dry face. Sutter steps out, tries to waste time, but he's got behind triple. He's jumping straight on it. Has he got the confidence to just stick? There's no repeat, Vince. This is just going to be a full-on defuse, and he'll get away with the round. A heist that's barely denied. Oh, Henny.
Quem aí não curte jogar aquele CS com os amigos, né? Mas chega de jogar sem skins, vem pro CSGO Fest, o site que mais te ajuda a ter sua primeira skin. Entrando pelo link da descrição, você está 100% seguro. Além de resgatar os 10% de bônus com o cupom ARTS, ganhe uma caixa de graça e pegue sua primeira skin para o seu inventário. Abraça essa oportunidade agora mesmo e não vacila.
Sides of the smoke, those holes are a bit bigger. Creates more space for your vision, plays around it perfectly. Gets an opening frag. Molotov's going to be lighting him up, though. He accepts his demise on this one. If he peeks, he dies anyway. Burns to the Molotov. Decency. Thought he had a freebie on the face towards jungle, but he's been macheted back by Hausol. And Martinez waits for the oncoming assailants, Vince. It's going to be a bit of a tight fight on the A site.
And Martinez saw that up and over flash. He knows one player's here now. He's now spotted Phelps firsthand. Player in jungle, a miss shot from Henny. That was their ticket back into this round. Maybe Phelps is just going to brute force his way in.
There's a flashbang, just derails this push. Out towards short, you're thinking Phelps should frag, but Max handles both of them.
Molly gets extinguished from the smoke. It's not going to be able to stop the push. They do have strength in numbers, and 2 players on get right, and that double spray is good. Henny with a Tech 9 can do little, but he has now traded up to the AK. There's the first frag. 3 more need to be found and fragged here in if he's going to have any chance to get success in this round. He's about to get peaked from 2 separate angles, and a third as well from the market. Not required. The double stack on short is more than good enough.
Them out. Phelps has gone straight through their smoke, Vince. They actually break it. It's a beautiful timed idea. You go for the break on the smoke and try and peek, but it's a 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah, that was lightning fast from Phelps. Really nice headshot. Does get traded out, but could open up some space in mid, or perhaps not, as Butter shuts the door. Martinez, before the smoke has a chance to fully plume, He's nailed his player as well, and now Henny last man standing, but he's doing a pretty good job of making this costly.
Home. He's just lying in wait for the contact. Problem is, they've got more nades to play with. It's burning right in front of him. They see him on the angle. The peakers advance. The main rifles will fall. Cleared out by DGT. This is where the pistols are at their best, though. Up close, thriving in the carnage. No way on entry. Causes some issues with the tech. DGT up short replies, but falls to the deagle, and they've gotten into the bomb site, Vince.
Oh man, already this is such a costly round for 9Z. It's going to be a difficult retake in that smoke. The chaos and carnage has been conjured by Imperial, and they're going to go in for another one. They get themselves the player advantage now. And an unconfirmed damage onto Henny. They're not even sure if he's low at this stage, and there's so many angles to watch out for. Decency puts that deep down range again. This time it's not the headshot. Softens him up with a couple of body taps. And although two players accept
the site take, so many more nades for the T side to work with. Can flash them off angles, but Martinez holds strong. Hits one, the AWPer of Henny, removed from the equation. It's a bit of a rough spot though, Vince, and his head's going to be popped. So peak as well, trapped under, and he's down 6 feet under at this point with just butter left, back towards ticket booth.
Yeah, they know exactly where he is. They're smattering the ticket booth with as many bullets as possible. It turns out it's not bulletproof, and neither purchase. Interesting for 9Z, and there's a flash into the spray, and they get the first frag.
Okay, mate. You don't see this one every day, but honestly, Vince, these bad boys spit bullets like a freestyle rapper. They come out quick, and they've absolutely bombarded off the first two frags. DGT, if he hard commits to the swing, it's probably the best way to play it. Instead, he's jiggling on the peak. Those bullets are going everywhere. Meanwhile, Decency's AK is right on target. Round to recover, Vince. Going to be a hard one for 9 sets towards the end of the half here.
Yeah, especially in that post plant. Those MP9s are great at taking sort of the initiative and being proactive in the round. When it comes to being in post plants with crossfires being established at range, less so. Oh, that's a poor miss from Henny. He's going to get punished as well. He had 2 cracks at it. And that does just open the door slightly. It's slightly ajar now for a potential retake and clutch. As Decency gets caught with a grenade out, things have gone from bad to worse. 9Z now going for that full-on defuse. Needs to have this frag from Vinny. The spray. Oh, runs out of bullets. Switches to the side on, but it's not enough. The full defuse comes in from 9Z. And Henny's couple misses. And can't really see anything over the peak of that smoke. And they're going to go for the full plant out in the open, though. They thought the smoke was going to save them. Be a wall of sanctuary. Anything but an Imperial. Although they're going to concede this bomb plant, it's a 2v5. And they've got to put these Glocks to use. They're just getting swarmed and swelled by CTs.
In their games. Now, can you do it against the real buy? That's the question. Molotov goes down early. Decency tries to extinguish it and look for the fight. He's finished off. Max is dispatched. Deep volley as well towards jungle, and none of the shots land, Vince. They were set up for both players.
Highlight real worthy. He's just been getting kills here and there. Death by 1,000 paper cuts.
They hit their shots a little bit here. They can build back into the game. 1 round ahead right now, and they are just dealing with the pistols. The only scary part is up close. That's where they're at their best. They don't realize lurking up towards the ladder is the deagle. But it's the M4 we should highlight as Henny sprints through the smoke, bombards against them, and whittles down the numbers. Finally, there's an advantage for Imperial.
Oh, and Huaza P gets caught in the smoke. Tries to push into CT, trying to buy up some time for his teammate.
And I think it's only going to get more explosive as it goes on. Oh, Vince. They were trying to play off each other. The buddy system down the bomb site, wrapping up towards triple. Surely they know DGT could be in an angle to fight this, but no one's watching it, Vince. Damage done, single HP left on no way. The molly's going to finish him. We're down to a 2v2.
Still tons of time on the clock as well. 9Z already getting Tetris control, but they haven't managed to bypass onto the site. Those 2 smokes on Con and Jungle, respectively, will afford them that luxury. But now Vinny is there. Had a slow start, but he's really picking up pace on the CT side. He was 2 and 8 at one stage, but he's not going to be needed here as Phelps goes in, swings in, as Vinny tries to draw away fire. And now Buddha with the smoke tries to allow himself a bit of luxury to relocate, reposition. He has the angle for the defuse. Vinny taps it. And although Phelps is low, Vinny can now stick on the bomb. I'm not sure if he heard this, but he goes for the spray, but misses out. And
They're going for a bit of a boost up so Phelps can try and get up through the ladder room early. Meanwhile, there's a ramp fight going on. Commotion has occurred, and we've seen 2 picks in favor of 9Z, opening up the A site. And this will leave Imperial scratching their heads a little bit, Vince.
Oh man, again, it's 9Z. You know, we discussed this. The Uruguayan duo of DGT just ramp push off spawns, get the timing, miss shot from Martinez, will be punished, and Buddha wasn't in position to reallocate those bullets to Vinny's dome. So Vinny survives on full HP. Imperial aren't done just yet, especially with this flank from Henny. If he shuts down Huazapeak, that's the bomb that goes with it. Does he realize it? No, jumps in, that's the bomb dropped.
It feels like this round might be over before it even started. 20 seconds left on the clock. You would have to bypass Henny and instantly grab the bomb. He's ready for the peak. Misses the shot though, Vince. Another critical error. Henny, he's hit some bangers, but that's another missed shot. But the problem is, look at the time. It's another man on the server at this point. You're not going to make it. You're not going to get to the bomb site and punch in those digits. It's too late. The round's gone. An 11th for Imperial. Just off the back. Through the smoke. Too slow. Henny deals with the opening man. Bullets being spammed out as well. And flashes off the wall to delay the tease. They do spot out the position of at least one, but no way. Slaying with the M4 and battering them back, Vince. Each peak is given for free. There's no room for trades for the T side until Martinez turns up and starts to deny the round. 60 seconds left on the timer.
They don't go for the wall bang. They don't deny the bomb plant, and now Martinez has a shot. He has a chance, but Vinny is too quick on the draw. He is real, unless 9Z can get some success. And in come the flashes. A flurry of grenades, but it's the bullets being spit out from decency and no way that's holding the line. And the Barbarians, they have been slain. They have been brought to their knees. There's no way forward for Max and Martinez other than forward. A spot in Valhalla awaits, and they've been pushed in from Imperial 13-9 on their choice. Very solid CTs.
They're going to fragment themselves into 2 groups, 3 of them going front toilets, and potentially 2 of them going towards long. They double back. They just clear it out. Meanwhile, No Way's flashed in for info. Oh, eyes bigger than his belly, Vince. He can't deal damage on that one, and it's 2 follow-up frags. And 9Z, beautiful entries. Can they now close it down?
But he won't be called upon in that angle at least. And Imperial are taking their sweet time, waiting for the peak. Patience proving costly in the end on 9Z, but without a kit at their disposal, this feels like it's a bit of a pointless endeavor. Yes, they're getting frags, but there's no hope of clutching this round, as Phelps' last man standing runs onto the site with no kit and realizes, oh, hold on a second, I've got to just try and take everyone down with the ship. And fair enough, you have killed everyone, but yeah, it's very possible. There's 3 of them there just chilling. 9Z now making moves up on the long side. They have a ton of Galils behind it as well. That's massive damage. Oh, hold on a second. This is working out beautifully. 2 kills already, make it 3. This USP stack is doing wonders, and a nice double tap to the heads for Bud. In a full-on execute here. Molotovs to the back of the barrels. Smoke instantly goes in to try and defuse that situation, but now the T's push in. Max going first. Flashes and mollies being tossed out. The FAMAS up close doing damage. Oh, Vinny gets 2. That could be good enough. A 2-on-4. And Vinny can hold position. He's still healthy as well. And that could be the moment that secures this round for the CTs. But they don't want to get overzealous. They get caught out in transition. But Imperial still get it done.
Their ticket. Oh, you love this one. Let's see this boost too often. They do throw it up, looking to clear outside towards Monster. They instead take the contact towards Connector. The AK rips its way through the first man. Buddha's down. This is what scares me, Vince. We've seen a lot of these rounds. When it gets to the last sort of 35 to 40 seconds, T-side overpass with these teams, they struggle in the carnage. Will it be a difference this time?
Yeah, spot on. It's a very fair assessment. 25 seconds left. We're going to move on. Flashes out. Good entry. Other peaks there on point. Counter flash is tossed in. Wide swing from Vinny, not for the first time. Doing so much work from the barrel. Sneaks around the back of them and shuts down Martinez. This is stalling. It's allowing the CTs now to make moves in. And now decency from the shadows is going to strike. And there's Vinny once more.
Though, Vince. Martinez, the main man. We've loved watching him. And he brings back out his weapon, his signature gun. The AWP is in play.
Not for long though, Jackie, because Henny's also got an AWP and he's nailed him. Had no real hope, slight gap in the bathrooms, but that was enough to shut it down and flush him away. Vinny, again on the barrels. He is a real nightmare in this spot. Has such a good read of the game as you'd expect from an IGL, and it's just a case of being picked off one by one. Was a peak, spotted nothing, saw nothing in this round apart from his life flash before his eyes.
Although the bullet sprinting through connector, but it's not going to be as easy. If you want to get out towards front toilets, no way, breaks the smoke. Is he ready for the assault? Sprays through one, but the Mac Daddy of Halsol and Martinez, well, they take back toilets control. Okay, Vince, they've got an advantage to work with.
They do, and they've got so many upgraded weapons, but they were not anticipating Phelps from connector. He doesn't get punished either. Leaves a parting gift with a HE tossed up, does negligible damage. But because of how chaotic and frenetic those opening 20-30 seconds were, there's still a minute on the clock here, Jackie. But they must realize that Phelps can easily wrap back around on the T side of Con, and they're watching it. The timing here is so important. If Phelps gets this kill, things quickly get out of control right now. But if he falls to the hands of Max, it opens up way more business. The shadow betrays Max, though. He's spotted and fragged, and it forces the team.
Low HP, though. They're not in a good spot, Vince. Green around the gills. They have to play with each other. And Decency, he's coming up, looking for the headshot angle. Snaps it, Martinez in a 1v1. Has the AWP. Flashed off the angle. Hears it, falls back. Luckily evades the wall bang. Scopes in, waiting for the push out, and he hits it.
If they require it. 35 seconds left, 9 set of going in.
Will the boost play pay off? Phelps needs to slay. Deck's the first man as Buddha has been banished from the bomb site. House OP, he's up close. Martinez gets the bomb down whilst burning in the flames, and it's a 1-for-1 trade. Vinny, he's been so ridiculous in some of these rounds. And he's sneaking up, trying to get into the back line, slays another man as the MP7 spitting bullets rapidly. The response back though, Vince, from Max's Kalashnikov. Good to dome Phelps. He's in a 1v2. Oh, barely peeking out round the corner of the divider, and Vinny will take it. Oh, the angle, they're right there, Vince. They're right in front of his eyesight. It takes him a sec to clack onto what's going, and Vinny still gets the flick. Oh, this is a round that is going to be scary. They're grouped up outside of B. Vinny burning in the flames gives the audio cue away. Peeks though, Vince, and strikes down on two. Vinny continues the pain train.
Oh, they were almost baited from that Molotov. They were so eagle-eyed and eagerly awaiting that bit of a slow one. And when DGT struggles, typically 9Z do too.
Counter-terrorists win. Down towards deep long, but barely gets out. Lives to fight another day. Same Clark said about Decency, who's taken down by Buddha.
Even trade, though, does give T something to work with, but it's that man again. 15 kills. This is some vintage Vinny gameplay here, and he's not showing any signs of slowing down. Still healthy in the round at 73. Forcing the 9Z to reposition, to retreat for a few moments and catch their collective breath. It's Vinny and Phelps on the site. And we've seen this so many times where the T's will push through without any utility preceding the push, and it's not worked out for them. They're going to need a change of fortunes here, but the shadow betrays them. Double stacking for Phelps as he sprays down on two, and that leaves Martinez. Although he gets the pick, now his position is
1v2. If they give him a 1v1, that's the opportunity. He fires the shot, Vince, but where's it gone? Bullets dissipated in thin air. It felt like
solid. They forced it into OT where they ended up losing. So we'd assume the best is yet to come. But Henny misses a sitter, and no way will pay the price. There you go, Hen. That's more like it.
Oh, Vince, he might miss the easy one, but he certainly hits the hard ones, doesn't he? Heroic Henny. He's still going, Vince. 4 frags found with a scope. It was a bait shot. He wanted to give him a false sense of security. Yeah, boys, that can't hit a broadside of the barn. They all try and run him down, and he claps back. Hey.
Well, they did flash out of position here. Quasar Peak had just a millisecond to peek through the smoke before it plumed. The first kill goes the way of Imperial. Onto the site they will maneuver. Henny's behind them, though. The Glock is good for a double tap execute. And with it, the round should fall into position. Henny on the long con picks up a 13th kill, and Phelps goes in to try and mow down the rest. Max, low HP, has been finalized, and that feels like
good. It's got to be absolutely perfect into round 14. And the AK of Phelps is red hot, burns its way through him. But onto the round goes on, the scarier it gets. The 5-7s at least playing in tandem down towards connector, and these tussles are paying off. Phelps sleeping at the wheel on the peak towards long. What is going on, Vince?
Being on fire in this game, make no mistake. But there's only so much that one man can do. First kill goes his way. Keep it in the back of your mind on Mirage, he nearly pulled off a masterful 1v4. And he's in a similar position here. It's post-plant. As far as clutches go, this is at least a winnable situation for Henny. Two players are low. Flash in hand with the Galil. And he knows where one of these players are. He's giving his position away and taking a bit of chip damage. And the full defuse comes in. They're replenishing the smoke as well on the site. DGT is trying to take an off angle here to go for that defusal. And Henny needs to get this kill. He's doing damage, but he's been shut down. And there will be enough time for the defusal. There's 9 where it could completely go in favor of Imperial. They run away with this game, or 9Z get straight back into this. But no way. Big entry with 30 seconds left on the clock.
Might be the difference maker for them. Phelps as well is just playing off of audio. And Max gets antsy. He pushes forward and falls because of it. DGT, a little bit slow to the punch, but cleans up with 2. Clotheslines on entry and stays alive. They're lining up, though, for the spray. Henny's been an absolute beast into the series, and the claws come out. Galil, he's been vicious, Vinny, for a reason in this series tonight. Can he deliver again? DGT, oh, like ships in the night, walks in to no way. He's spotted, tagged and bagged, smoke's going down. That's going to re-smoke short, 20 seconds on the clock. You've got no clear entry point other than Vinny towards the back. That's Henny rather with the AK looking for picks, Vince, but time's ticking away.
It is, the kills and the bodies are starting to come out on the deck as well. It's not
position to deny.
It's the first. It should be fragged back though, and there's no one there to help him out. Typically, if you have an author playing up long, you either have a secondary player on the rock or you have someone pushing in party. So he was basically left on the end of a fishing rod, but fortunately for 9Z, they got success through monster smoke in the form of Buddha. And now Max can try and re-engage. Out into the open he comes, gets one, a no counter frag in, a flick attempt from no way, gets punished with that repeat, but Max misses out on the shot. Pressure.
Goes back into the game. 11-10. There's AKs to play with for the T side. Max, that's a big opener towards middle. He's given them a path. He's given them an opening. Ooh, okay. 3-player stack towards short. They want to go for the boost up and clear outside towards monster. Problem is, Henny's just been waiting for the peak.
He's that boost the weaknesses are, which was just a pop flash into peak. Was a peak, and meanwhile it's being forced back, and now Vinny goes for that wide swing, having loads of success here on the CT side, and now showing it wasn't just a one trick. He can do it on the T half too. Imperial, after being up against it, being slaughtered time after time, had so many rounds to play with that finally it seems like they've found the winning formula, and they're going to put this one down unless Martinez can go huge once again. Dropping down, using the grenade as a bit of sanctuary with that smoke. But there will be no reprieve as bullets are going by his ears, whizzing. He's been tagged tons and finished off by Phelps.
There is at least an orb. Martinez does still have the signature weapon that he's been so impressive with. Delayed reactions for Max. That's twice with the aggressive positioning towards middle that he's given them a free opener, Vince. And again, it forces these rounds where Martinez has to go above and beyond.
Yeah, twice in the last 2 rounds. As you highlight, it really puts the pressure on the rest of the teammates now. This B play feels quite telegraphed. But having the advantage and so much time left on the clock affords Imperial to play this way. Buddha, forced off the angle, comes in, takes his man first off. It's Vinny who was already weak, and it's opened up the floodgates though for no way to sprinkle in a couple of AK bullets and take down a frag. DGT and Martinez, with their tournament lives on the line, have got to pick up a 2-on-4 post plant.
It's never a position that you want to be in. Martinez has had some sick rounds, and he's supported by DGT for the opener, but now it's all on him. Solo dolo and a 1 versus 3. Imperial, they can taste the showdown. They know it's right there. And Henny, a man that's had a masterclass throughout the entire best of 3, will grab it with both hands and draw them.
E aí, gostou dos melhores momentos de hoje? Não se esquece, as estatísticas estão aqui para você analisar. Pausa o vídeo caso você queira ver e acompanhar tudo certinho. Sua inscrição e seu like aqui embaixo é muito importante para a evolução do canal. Te vejo no próximo vídeo. Fui!